Imagine you're standing in a long line at the grocery store. You're tired, in a hurry, and suddenly someone cuts in front of you. What's the first thing that happens? Do you feel your heart racing? Do you feel your face getting warm with anger? We all face moments like these. It rises fast, feels powerful, but always leaves damage behind in our words, in our relationships, and inside our own mind. Many people live their whole life thinking anger is normal, even necessary. But the truth is, anger only steals your happiness, your peace, and your strength. It could be a rude driver, a harsh word from someone close, or simply small things piling up during the day. You can learn to stay calm. Even when life tests you, you can stop anger before it takes over. It doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with understanding, and that's exactly what we'll do together. Today, we start a journey to help you understand your anger and, most importantly, how to never let it control your life again. Anger sneaks in before we even realize it, and most of the time, we let it control us. But have you ever wondered, where does this anger really come from? And is it even worth it? Welcome to Wisdom Writings, where we talk about life, peace, and real solutions for real problems. You see, anger is like a storm. The good news is, you can change this. If you've ever lost your cool and regretted it later, this audiobook is for you. If you're tired of anger damaging your peace and relationships, keep listening. And subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Writings, for more life-changing lessons. And please, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your words matter. And I would love to know your experience with anger and how you plan to overcome it. Because by the end of this journey, you will discover a simple but powerful way to live without anger. Before we move ahead, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs peace in their life. Let's begin this journey to never get angry again.
The hidden cost of losing your temper. Have you ever noticed how small moments of anger can ruin your entire day? One small argument in the morning and your whole mood stays bitter. You try to smile, but deep inside, your mind keeps repeating what happened. That one moment of anger follows you everywhere, to work, to your home, even to bed at night. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what is anger really costing you? Let's talk about this today. We often think anger is just a reaction, something that happens when people or situations test our patience. But anger doesn't come and go without leaving a mark. It leaves behind stress, regret, broken relationships, and even health problems. Think about it. How many times have you raised your voice at someone you love just because you were angry? Maybe it was your child, your partner, your parents, or even a friend. At that moment, you felt powerful, maybe even justified. But what happened after? Did the problem get solved? Or did you feel a heaviness inside your heart? That's the hidden cost of anger. Anger damages trust. Every time we lash out, the people around us feel hurt, scared, or distant. They may not always say it, but inside, a wall starts to build between you and them. The more often you lose your temper, the higher that wall grows. And not just relationships. Anger steals our health too. When you're angry, your body reacts. Your heartbeat rises. Your blood pressure shoots up. Your mind gets cloudy. If it happens once in a while, maybe your body handles it. But constant anger? It starts eating away at your health, slowly but surely. Doctors say anger increases the risk of heart problems, weakens your immune system, disturbs your sleep, and makes anxiety worse. You may not see it immediately, but your body feels every angry moment you carry inside. And let's not forget the regret that follows. We all know that feeling. After the storm passes, you replay the situation in your head. You regret the harsh words. You wish you stayed calm. You think, why did I react like that? It wasn't even worth it. But sometimes the damage is done. Words spoken in anger can't be taken back. Relationships can be broken. Opportunities can be lost. Now, imagine how different life could be if we understood this hidden cost before anger took control. Imagine handling that tough conversation without shouting. Imagine walking away from an argument without feeling defeated. Imagine keeping your peace even when others try to disturb it. The truth is, most of us were never taught how to manage anger. We saw people around us react. Maybe at home, at school, in society, anger became normal. Some people even say, if you don't get angry, people won't respect you. But let's be honest. Does anger really bring respect? But does it bring fear, discomfort, and distance? Real respect comes from calm strength, from being in control when others lose theirs, from solving problems, not creating more. There's another hidden cost of anger: your time. Think about how much time we waste being angry. Hours, sometimes days, filled with frustration. You can't focus on your work. You can't enjoy time with your family. Your mind stays stuck in that one situation. And time? It slips away, never to return. And what about happiness? Anger blocks happiness. You can't be truly happy when your mind is filled with rage, resentment, or irritation. It clouds your joy. It fills your heart with negativity. Anger also makes you weak inside. You may feel strong in the heat of the moment, but in truth, uncontrolled anger shows how easily someone else can control your emotions. They say something, they do something, and suddenly, they have the power to ruin your peace. But what if you take that power back? What if you decide, no one else can control how I feel? I choose peace over anger. That's real strength. It doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It doesn't mean you accept unfair behavior. But it means you stay calm, speak wisely, and handle situations with a cool head. You solve problems, you stand your ground, but you don't lose yourself in the process. The price of anger is too high. Your peace, your health, your relationships, your time, your happiness. But the good news is, you can change how you respond. Anger is not your identity. It's just a habit. And like any habit, it can be changed. The first step is awareness. Notice your triggers. Pay attention to situations that usually make you angry. Is it when people disrespect you? Is it when things don't go your way? Is it when someone insults you? Understanding your triggers is the first key to breaking free from anger. The second step is to pause. When you feel anger rising, pause. Take a breath. Count to 5. Remind yourself of the cost of reacting blindly. It sounds simple, but even a small pause can stop anger from controlling you. It gives your mind a chance to respond, not just react. And finally, practice choosing peace. It won't happen overnight, but with time, you'll notice the same situations that once made you explode now barely affect you. You'll feel calmer. You'll handle tough moments better. Your relationships will improve. Your health will thank you. Imagine a life where anger doesn't steal your peace, where you face problems with calm strength, where your words heal, not hurt. That life is possible. And as we move forward in this journey, you'll learn exactly how to build it, step by step. The hidden cost of anger is heavy, but the reward of peace, it's priceless. Let's keep going and discover how to never let anger control us again. Understanding the root of anger, it's not what you think. Let's take a moment to be honest with ourselves. How many times have you thought, they made me angry? Maybe your friend forgot something important. Maybe someone disrespected you, or life didn't go your way, and suddenly there it was, anger rising inside you. It happens so quickly, almost like someone pressed a button. But the truth is, no one can make us angry unless we allow them to. Most people believe anger comes from outside, from people, situations, failures, insults. But real anger doesn't start there. It starts deep inside our own mind, often hidden under layers of other emotions. That's why today, we're going to look at where anger truly comes from, because if we don't understand the root, we can never control the reaction. First, understand this. Anger is often not the first emotion. It hides behind feelings like frustration, fear, insecurity, or disappointment. Imagine this. You are working hard at your job, and your boss criticizes you in front of everyone. You feel embarrassed, maybe even hurt. But instead of showing those softer emotions, anger steps in as your shield. It makes you feel powerful, even for a moment. But that power is temporary, and the damage it leaves behind is real. Let me give you a simple example from daily life. Suppose you're driving on a busy road. Someone cuts you off. You slam the brakes. Your heart is racing. What's your first thought? Most of us don't think, oh, maybe they're rushing to the hospital, or maybe they made a mistake. Instead, our mind goes straight to, how dare they? That's not just anger, it's ego pride, and sometimes fear mixing together. But because we don't recognize those hidden emotions, we only see the anger. That's the tricky thing about anger. It wears many faces. Sometimes, anger comes from expectations. You expect someone to behave a certain way, to respect your time, your feelings, your space. When they don't, disappointment grows, and anger follows close behind. The stronger your expectations, the easier it is to feel angry when life doesn't match them. Other times, anger grows from fear. Fear of losing control, fear of looking weak, fear of not being heard. Think about arguments at home. Maybe you're worried your opinion doesn't matter. Instead of calmly expressing that fear, your voice rises. You shout. You defend yourself. But underneath, it was never about the shouting. It was about wanting to feel seen, valued, understood. And here's something most people never realize. Anger can also come from pain. Emotional wounds from the past can sit quietly for years. Then one small incident brings all that pain back to the surface. You feel hurt, vulnerable. But rather than show pain, the mind protects itself with anger because anger feels stronger than pain. But is that strength real? Or is it just a temporary mask hiding deeper hurt? The problem is, when we react with anger again and again, we train our mind to choose anger as the first response. It becomes a habit. And like all habits, the more you feed it, the harder it is to break. That's why some people seem angry all the time. It's not always about the situation in front of them. It's years of unhealed emotions stacking up, waiting for any reason to explode. Have you ever noticed that small things make you angrier on certain days? Maybe you're already tired, stressed, or upset about something else, and suddenly a small comment feels huge. You snap. You argue. Later, you regret it. That's because the anger wasn't really about that one moment. It was the pressure building inside you. The good news is, once you understand these hidden roots, you can stop anger before it grows. Let's pause and reflect for a second. Think about a recent time you got angry. What really triggered it? Was it someone's words? Or was it how those words made you feel inside? Maybe they made you feel disrespected, ignored, or small. The words were just the surface. The emotion underneath is where the real anger comes from. The first step to never getting angry again is recognizing these hidden triggers. You need to slow down your reaction and ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Is it fear? Is it disappointment? Is it hurt? Once you name the real emotion, the anger starts to lose its grip. But it doesn't stop there. You also need to let go of the belief that anger gives you control. Many people think being angry shows strength, but in reality, uncontrolled anger shows weakness. It shows you've lost control of your own mind. True strength is staying calm when everything around you tries to pull you into the storm. Now, some people might ask, but isn't anger sometimes useful? Doesn't it help you fight injustice or defend yourself? That's a fair question. But here's the truth. Standing up for yourself doesn't require anger. It requires clarity, confidence, and calm strength. Anger clouds your thinking, makes you say things you regret, and often creates more problems than solutions. You can still speak up. You can still set boundaries. But when you do it with calm, your words carry more weight, your mind stays clear, and you keep your peace. Think of it like this. Anger is fire. It burns everything, including you. But calm is like water. It cools the situation, clears the air, and brings peace, even when others try to stir up conflict. It's not easy at first. Your mind is used to reacting fast, letting anger take over. But with awareness, practice, and understanding the real root of your anger, you can change that pattern. Every time you pause, every time you breathe before reacting, you weaken anger's control over you. You start seeing situations for what they really are, not what your emotions exaggerate them to be. And slowly, your life becomes calmer. Your relationships improve. You sleep better. You stop carrying that heavy feeling inside you. And the best part? You feel in control, not of others, but of yourself. That's real freedom. So remember, anger isn't always about what's happening around you. It's often about what's happening inside you. The more you understand your hidden emotions, your fears, expectations, and pain, the more power you have to stay calm, no matter what life throws your way. And that's how the journey to never getting angry again truly begins. In the next part, we'll talk about simple, practical ways to stay calm, even when the situation feels impossible. Because knowing the root is just the beginning. Taking action is what truly transforms your life. Let's keep going. The instant calm formula. How to stay cool in any situation. Let's be honest, staying calm when everything's going smoothly is easy. But the real test comes when life throws a challenge right in your face. You're stuck in traffic. You're late for work. The car in front of you won't move. Horns are blaring. You feel that tightness in your chest. Your hands grip the steering wheel harder. Anger starts rising like fire in your stomach. Or maybe someone at work talks to you with disrespect. They question your efforts. They belittle you in front of others. You try to ignore it, but inside, your anger is boiling. We all have been there. Moments when we know we shouldn't react, but the anger feels so strong, so quick, it takes over before we can stop it. But what if there was a simple way, a real formula, to pause that anger? What if you could stay cool, even when life tests your patience to the limit? That's exactly what we'll talk about in this part. First, understand this. Anger always starts in the mind, not outside. The situation doesn't create anger. The traffic, the rude person, the problems, they happen. But your mind decides how to respond. And the good news? You could train your mind to stay calm, just like building a muscle. The first step is awareness. Most people get angry without realizing it. It happens so fast, they only notice once the damage is done. Harsh words spoken, relationships hurt, regret creeping in. So next time you feel anger rising, pause for just a second. Pay attention to your body. Is your heart beating faster? Are your fists clenched? Is your jaw tight? That's the first signal. Your body always warns you before anger explodes. The second step is breathing. It sounds simple, but it works. Deep breathing sends a message to your brain. You are safe. Stay calm. When anger hits, try this. Breathe in slowly. Hold for a few seconds. Breathe out slowly. Do this 3 times. You'll feel the difference. Your heartbeat slows. Your mind clears. The anger loses its strength. The third step is to step back, mentally or physically. Sometimes, walking away for a few minutes can save your peace. If you can't leave, mentally step back. Imagine the situation as a scene in a movie. You are watching, not reacting. You're not trapped in it. You're observing it. This space helps you see clearly. You realize, most situations don't deserve your peace. Losing control doesn't fix the problem. It only adds more damage. The fourth step is reminding yourself. Anger is temporary, but consequences last. Think about this. How many times have we said things in anger, only to regret them later? Words once spoken can't be taken back. Relationships once damaged take time to heal. Your peace, once disturbed, affects your whole day. But if you stay calm, even for a few seconds, you avoid all that pain. Staying calm doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're in control. It means you choose peace over regret. You choose strength over reaction. Now, I know it's not easy at first. You might forget to pause. You might react. That's okay. It's a process. Every time you practice, you get better. Some people might test you. They might try to push your buttons. But remember, they control their behavior. You control your peace. Let them be angry. You stay calm. Let them shout. You breathe deeply. Let them lose control. You hold your peace. That's real strength. Think of anger like a spark. If you fuel it, it becomes a fire. But if you don't react, it dies quickly. And slowly, you'll notice situations that used to make you angry don't bother you as much. People's words don't control your emotions. You become calmer, stronger, happier. You'll start seeing life differently. You'll find peace even in chaos. You'll realize anger is a choice. And every time you choose calm, you win. So, the next time life tests you, remember these simple steps. Be aware. Notice the signals. Breathe deeply. Slow down your mind. Step back. Give yourself space. Remind yourself, peace is always better than anger. It won't happen overnight. But small steps, small changes, they build a strong mind. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And one day, without realizing it, You'll handle situations that used to make you furious with complete calm. Imagine that life, peaceful, strong, unshaken. That life is possible. It starts now, with one choice at a time. Let's keep going. This journey is just beginning. Anger is a choice. Here's how to choose peace every time. Let's take a moment and be honest with ourselves. We all feel anger. Sometimes small things trigger it. Someone cuts us off in traffic, a friend says something hurtful, a colleague at work disrespects us. Sometimes it's bigger, betrayal, failure, or feeling like life is unfair. But here's the truth no one talks about. Anger is not automatic. It feels like it happens to us, but actually, it's a choice we make. I know, that sounds strange at first, because when anger rises, it feels like we have no control, right? Our heart beats faster, our breathing changes, and before we know it, we react. We shout, argue, or say things we regret later. But if we slow down and really look at that moment, the space between what happens and how we react, that space is where our power lies. Imagine this. You're sitting at home, relaxing, and someone calls you with bad news. Your mood changes. You feel upset, angry, frustrated. But notice, it wasn't the news itself that created the anger. It was how you responded to it. Another person might hear the same news, stay calm, and focus on solutions. You see, the situation is the same, but the reaction is different. Why? Because of choice. The problem is, most of us don't even realize we have a choice. We've been reacting to situations the same way for years. It's become a habit. But every habit can be changed, and today, we'll learn how. The first step is awareness. You can't change what you don't see. So next time you feel anger rising, pause. Even for just a few seconds. Notice your body. Notice your thoughts. Are you thinking, how dare they? Or this always happens to me? Those thoughts fuel the anger. In that pause, remind yourself you have a choice. You can react with anger, or you can respond with calm. You can add fuel to the fire, or you can walk away from it. It won't be easy at first, but with practice, this becomes your new habit. Here's a simple truth. Anger never solves the real problem. Think back to every time you've lost your temper. Did shouting fix the situation? Did getting angry make the other person understand you better? Most of the time, anger only makes things worse. Relationships break, peace is lost, and you end up carrying that heaviness for hours, maybe even days. But when you choose peace, something amazing happens. You stay in control. You think clearly. You respond wisely. And often, the other person also calms down. Peace spreads, just like anger does, but with much better results. Let me share a small story. There was a man who worked in a busy office. His boss was strict, his colleagues were competitive, and every day felt like a battle. One day, his boss insulted him in front of everyone. He felt his anger boil, his fists clenched, his heart raced, and he wanted to shout back. But then he remembered, anger is a choice. So he took a deep breath. He stayed silent, walked away, and later spoke to his boss privately, calmly, with respect. You know what happened? His boss actually listened. There was no big fight, no drama, and the respect between them grew. The man learned something powerful that day. When you control your anger, you control your life. Many people believe staying calm means you are weak or people will take advantage of you. But that's not true. Staying calm takes strength. It means you're not letting someone else control your emotions. It means you're choosing peace, not reacting blindly. Think about it. When you lose your temper, who suffers the most? It's you. Your peace, your energy, your day, all wasted. But when you choose calm, even difficult situations pass without damaging you from within. You don't have to accept disrespect. You don't have to stay silent forever. But you can handle situations wisely without anger. That's real power. So, how we practice this choice every day? Start small. Next time someone irritates you, pause. Breathe. Remind yourself, I can react with anger, or I can respond with calm. At first, your mind will fight it. Old habits will try to take over. But with time, it gets easier. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you get. And soon, situations that used to make you angry will feel different. You'll notice your peace staying with you, even when life gets hard. Some days will be tough. You might still get angry, lose control, and regret it later. That's okay. Growth takes time. Don't judge yourself. Just remind yourself of this simple truth. Anger is a choice. And every moment gives you a chance to choose differently. In life, there will always be challenges, rude people, unfair situations, bad news. But how you respond is in your hands. You can't control others, but you can always control yourself. And when you master that, you become unshakable. You live with peace, clarity, and strength. You become the person who inspires others to stay calm too. So remember, anger feels powerful for a moment, but peace builds true power for life. Next time life tests you, pause, breathe, and choose peace. Your mind, your heart, and your future will thank you for it. This is how you start to never get angry again, by making a different choice every single time. Let's continue this journey together, dealing with difficult people without losing your cool. Let's be honest. We all meet difficult people. Some argue for no reason. Some insult without thinking. Some test your patience every single day. Maybe it's a coworker who keeps pointing out your mistakes. Maybe it's a family member who never understands you. Or maybe it's someone in your friend's circle who always speaks with a tone that hurts you. Now, most of us react the same way. We get angry, frustrated, maybe we shout back, maybe we keep the anger inside and suffer quietly. But one thing is sure, dealing with such people feels exhausting. And the more you react, the more you lose your peace. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way where you deal with these difficult people without losing your cool, without letting their behavior control your mood? That's exactly what we'll talk about today. First, understand one simple truth. You cannot control how people act, but you can control how you respond. Many times, people behave badly because they are carrying their own pain, stress, or anger. Their actions are a reflection of their inner struggle, not your worth. But when we react with anger, we become part of their chaos. And that never helps. Imagine this. You're in traffic. Someone cuts in front of you and shows you rude gestures. Your first instinct is to shout or feel insulted. But what does that solve? You waste your energy. Your mood is ruined. Maybe you even carry that anger home. But if you stay calm, take a deep breath, let it go, the situation ends right there. You save your peace. Dealing with difficult people starts with accepting that they might never change. But you can. You can change your reactions, your mindset, your energy. Let me share a small but powerful technique, the pause method. It sounds simple, but it works. Whenever someone says or does something that triggers you, just pause. Don't react instantly. Take a deep breath. Count to 5. Remind yourself, I control my peace. That short pause stops the anger from building. It gives your mind space to think clearly. You'll notice when you pause, 2 things happen. 1, the other person often loses interest in fighting when they see you're calm. 2, you feel proud that you didn't let them drag you into negativity. That's real strength. Now, I know it's not always easy. Some people know exactly how to push your buttons. They may insult you, blame you, even try to embarrass you in front of others. But here's a secret. Your reaction gives them power. The moment you react with anger, they win. But if you stay calm, you stay in control. There's a famous saying, never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty, but the pig likes it. It's the same with toxic people. They enjoy pulling others into arguments and negativity. But you don't have to play that game. Instead, stay focused on your peace. Walk away if needed. Respond with calm words, or sometimes, no words at all. Silence is powerful. It shows you're not affected, and you value your peace more than proving a point. Another helpful mindset is understanding that difficult people often act from their own wounds. Maybe they're stressed, insecure, or going through something tough. That doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you not take it personally. Think about a time someone was rude to you, and you carried that anger for hours, maybe days. Was it worth it? Did your anger change them? Most likely no, but it surely disturbed your peace. The more you practice emotional control, the stronger you become. At first, it's hard. Your mind will want to react, your heart will race, your words will feel ready to explode. But remind yourself, Reacting in anger never solves the problem. It only adds fuel to the fire. Here's a small example. Imagine you're at work. A colleague blames you for a mistake that wasn't yours. Your face gets hot, your fists clench, your voice rises. But before you speak, you pause. You take a breath. You calmly say, "Let's check the facts together." Instead of an argument, you create a solution. You show maturity, not weakness. That's leadership. That's real strength. Another situation at home. Maybe a family member keeps criticizing you. It hurts. You feel misunderstood. But again, you pause. You understand. Maybe they're projecting their own fears or disappointments. You calmly express how you feel without shouting, without attacking. Even if they don't change, you protect your peace. It's not about being silent forever or accepting wrong behavior. It's about choosing when to speak, how to speak, and when to simply walk away. Over time, people notice your calmness. Some may still try to provoke you, but they'll see it doesn't work. You become like a mountain, strong, steady, unaffected by small storms. Remember, staying calm doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. You're choosing peace over pride, understanding over ego. That's a skill that makes life better, one situation at a time. Difficult people are part of life. You'll meet them at work, at home, even among friends. But your peace doesn't have to suffer because of them. You can build a shield of calm, patience, and understanding. So next time someone tests your patience, remember this. Their actions are theirs. Your reaction is yours. Choose wisely. Take that pause. Control your energy. Walk away if needed. And always remind yourself, your peace is more valuable than winning any argument. The more you practice this, the more confident, peaceful, and strong you become. You'll find that even the most difficult people can't shake your inner calm. That's how you deal with them. Not by fighting harder, but by staying wiser, calmer, stronger. In the next part, we'll explore how this calmness builds true emotional strength and helps you live a life where anger has no control over you. Let's continue this journey, one peaceful step at a time. Inner strength over anger, building emotional resilience. Anger often feels like a sudden wave crashing on us. It arrives without warning and can push us off balance. But what if I told you that inside you, there's a steady, calm force, a kind of strength that can stop that wave before it even forms? This strength is called emotional resilience. It is what helps you stay strong and peaceful no matter what life throws at you. Emotional resilience is not something you are born with. It is like a muscle inside your mind and heart. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And just like any muscle, you need to practice to build it. When you start to understand your anger better, you also start to build this inner strength. It begins with small steps. It can be as simple as taking a deep breath when you feel irritation rising, or pausing before you speak when someone says something hurtful. These small moments are chances to practice control. They're the building blocks of resilience. You might wonder, why is it so hard to control anger sometimes? Why do we lose patience, even when we want to stay calm? The answer lies in how our brain works. When you feel threatened, your brain triggers a quick reaction called the fight or flight response. This response was useful for our ancestors, helping them survive danger. But today, many things trigger this reaction, like traffic jams, a harsh word, or even stress from work. When this happens, your body floods with chemicals that prepare you to fight or run away. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tighten, and your mind focuses only on the threat. This reaction is natural. It is not your fault, but it becomes a problem when it happens too often or for the wrong reasons. It can make you angry over small things. Emotional resilience helps you calm this reaction down. It teaches your brain to pause and think before reacting. One powerful way to build this resilience is through awareness. Becoming aware means noticing your feelings and thoughts without judgment. For example, when you feel anger rising, stop for a moment and ask yourself, what am I really feeling? Am I scared, hurt, frustrated? Often, anger covers deeper feelings. When you identify them, you can deal with the real problem instead of just reacting to anger. Another key to inner strength is acceptance. Life will always have problems. People will sometimes disappoint you. Things won't always go your way. But when you accept these facts calmly, anger loses its power. Acceptance does not mean you agree with bad behavior or injustice. It means you choose not to waste your energy fighting what you cannot change. Patience is a close friend of acceptance. Being patient does not mean doing nothing. It means giving yourself time to respond wisely. It means holding space for difficult feelings without letting them take over. Every time you choose patience, you build your strength to handle future challenges better. Resilience also grows when you learn from your experiences. Think about times when you got angry before. What happened after? Did anger solve the problem? Or did it make things worse? By reflecting on these moments honestly, you can understand your triggers better. You can find new ways to respond next time. Sometimes, building inner strength means setting boundaries. You don't have to accept bad behavior or toxic situations. Saying no or walking away from harm is a way of protecting your peace. It's a strong choice that shows you respect yourself. When you protect your mind and heart, you create space for calm and happiness. Self-care plays a big role in emotional resilience. When you take care of your body and mind, you are stronger inside. Simple things like enough sleep, healthy food, and regular exercise help keep your brain calm. Activities like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can refresh your mind and make you less reactive. You might feel that building this strength takes a lot of effort, and it does, but the results are worth it. As your resilience grows, you'll notice that anger loses its grip on you. You will find it easier to stay calm during tough moments. You'll begin to see situations clearly instead of reacting impulsively. Your relationships will improve because you respond with understanding instead of anger. Remember, becoming emotionally strong does not mean never feeling angry. Feeling anger is natural and sometimes necessary. The difference is how you handle it. Emotional resilience gives you the power to choose peace over chaos. It helps to practice kindness, not only toward others, but also toward yourself. Many times, we are hardest on ourselves when we get angry. We feel guilty or ashamed. But building inner strength means forgiving yourself for past mistakes. It means learning from them and moving forward with hope. Let's talk about some simple exercises to build this strength every day. Mindful breathing. When you feel tension, stop and take 3 slow, deep breaths. Focus on the air moving in and out. This simple act helps calm your nervous system and brings you back to the present moment. Name your emotions. When anger rises, try to name exactly what you are feeling. I feel frustrated, or I feel hurt. Naming emotions lowers their intensity and helps you understand what you need. Take a pause. Before responding, count to 10 slowly. This pause creates space between your feeling and your action, allowing you to choose a better response. Positive self-talk. Replace harsh thoughts with gentle ones. Instead of saying, I can't handle this, try, I am learning to stay calm. Positive words build your confidence and strength. Gratitude practice. Each day, think about 3 things you are thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from problems to blessings, creating a calmer mind. Over time, these small actions add up. They become habits that protect you from anger's storm. They build a shield of calm and peace inside you. Another important part of inner strength is learning to forgive. Not just others, but yourself too. Holding on to anger or grudges weighs heavily on your heart. Forgiveness frees you from this burden. It allows you to let go and move forward without bitterness. Building resilience also means knowing that setbacks are normal. You might lose your temper sometimes. That is okay. What matters is that you keep trying to do better. Every time you choose calm over anger, you grow stronger. Think of emotional resilience like a tree. At first, it is small and fragile. But with time, care, and good roots, it grows tall and strong, able to withstand storms. Your inner strength is just like that. It grows with patience, practice, and love. As your resilience grows, you will notice other changes too. You will sleep better, feel less stressed, and enjoy your life more. You will handle problems with a clear mind and a calm heart. People around you will notice your peace and feel drawn to your calmness. This strength will help you face any challenge, big or small, without losing yourself in anger. You will be free to live your life fully, with kindness, patience, and joy. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Everyone struggles with anger, but the difference is in what you choose to do about it. You have the power to build this strength. You have the power to change. So keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Your calm mind and strong heart are waiting to be discovered. The journey to never getting angry again is a path of growing inner strength. It is about choosing peace every day in every moment. And that strength will carry you through all of life's storms. Live without anger. Your new life starts now. Imagine waking up every morning feeling calm and peaceful. No heavy burden of anger pressing on your chest. No quick flare-ups over small things that used to ruin your day. Just quiet strength inside you, ready to face whatever comes your way with calm and confidence. This is not just a dream. It is a real possibility. It is a life you can choose. A life where anger no longer controls your thoughts, words, or actions. Today, as we reach the final part of this journey, let's remind ourselves why living without anger is the greatest gift we can give to ourselves and to those around us. Anger, for many of us, feels like a natural part of life. We think it's normal to get angry at difficult people, frustrating situations, or when things don't go our way. But the truth is, anger is not natural. It is a habit we learned, often without even realizing it. When you let anger rule your mind, it steals your peace and happiness. It builds walls between you and your loved ones. It drains your energy and clouds your judgment. And worst of all, it leaves you feeling exhausted and empty long after the anger has passed. But here's the beautiful thing. The moment you decide not to be angry, you begin to break free from this prison. You start to open the door to a better life. You begin to live with more patience, understanding, and kindness, not just to others, but to yourself as well. Remember the lessons we learned along the way? The simple steps to pause before reacting. The power of breathing deeply when you feel the heat rising. The choice to see the situation from a different perspective. These are not just ideas. They are tools that will help you change your life forever. You don't have to change overnight. Nobody expects that. What matters is that you keep trying. Every time you catch yourself before getting angry, you win a small victory. Every time you choose peace over rage, you build your inner strength. And it's okay to feel angry sometimes. Emotions are part of being human. The difference is, you don't have to act on anger in a way that harms you or others. You can acknowledge it, understand it, and let it go, like clouds passing in the sky. As you live this new way, you will notice something amazing happen. Your relationships will improve. People will respond to your calmness with more respect and warmth. Your mind will feel clearer, and your body will feel lighter. Even in stressful moments, you will find your center, your calm core that no one can shake. This is the life of someone who has truly learned to never get angry again. Not because anger is gone forever, but because they have learned to choose peace every time. So, as we close this journey, I want to remind you of one important thing. This is just the beginning. Every day is a new chance to practice. Every moment is an opportunity to choose calm over chaos. You are stronger than anger. You are wiser than your impulses. You are in control of your own peace. Thank you for trusting Wisdom Writings to guide you through this journey. If this audiobook helped you in any way, please do like this video and share it with someone who could also benefit from peace and calm. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Writings, for more helpful videos about life, happiness, and wisdom. And please, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us about your journey with anger. Share your struggles and your victories. Your story might inspire someone else to start their own journey toward peace. Remember, never getting angry again is not about suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding them and choosing a better way. It's about living a life full of calm, strength, and joy. Your new life starts now. Take a deep breath, smile, and step forward with peace in your heart.